the 5th race of the Amp Energy Racing Series 2010 season would be held at Lowell, and the AAA Pole Award went to Brad Simmons in the number 03. He has been known to have a great record at super speedways. He's gotten a lot of poles at these super speedways, and since his injury, we've never seen him on a super speedway, so we don't know what to expect. Caution 1 flew early on lap number 1. Unfortunately, this would be the big one. Alex Yates would get turned after Mary Mertz gets into Tyler Diefer. Sean Glossom in there as well. And you see up on the top of your screen, Michael Carter going around. You see a lot of smoke, and you'll see why. Michael Carter gets turned by Daniel Mix and gets into Jake Boffard. And then you see everyone just pile into each other. We have more views of this. This is the helicopter view focused in on Cianci O'Brien. And he just gets into Daniel Mix, gets into Paul Schuler, his teammate, and then look how many cars there are. It's about, I would say, 25 cars piled into that wreck, if not more. Paul Schuler smacked into him a few times. Fred Richer involved, Nick Cazzoro, Jacob Williams is on board Josh Mertz at his home track. He'll get caught up in this one as well. Herb Cilantro in there, however, Cilantro would keep on going. A lot of these cars actually did. On the restart, Brad Simmons in the 03 once again led. He had one lap car to his inside. That'd be Siam Rossini in the 25. We had to go into the pits for a while to make repairs to his Nissan. Mary Mertz would be making her debut in the Amp Energy Racing Series after getting cut from her Nora Castro Cup Series. And then you see our next caution happen right in front of her. That'd be on lap number 6 of 75. Justin Bansma and Michael Carter get together. Up the track they go into Jake Boffard. And Justin Zine is going to get in there as well, as everyone just starts piling into each other. That'd be the second big one. And you see Jason Miller flipping over. Here's another view of it. Jeff Gender just drives straight into the door of his car. He's going to flip over twice. He would be okay and climb out of his car under his own power. Cody Lochner, racing back to the line, would take the lead away from Brad Simmons in the 03. And he would lead on the restart. Christopher Kennedy in the 76 behind him. Herb Cilantro third. These cars get way out of line on the restart, as you see already. 3 and 4 wide into turn number 1, and that caused many issues. CJ Long has been very quiet all year since his performance at Daytona. He has been struggling throughout the year, looks to make it up with a good finish at Lowell. Tyson Lautenschlager for Dangerous Dog Racing is going to make a move to the inside of Cody Lochner. He has been struggling so far in the Amp Energy Racing Series, getting all finishes in the top 20s or less. Caution 3 would occur on lap number 11. Daniel Mix for DDH Racing is going to turn Ross Lowry, and then he'll get into his teammate Paul Schuler, gets slammed into by Justin Bizzani. And another somewhat big wreck that would take Justin Bizzani and a few others out of the race. CJ Long led on the restart. Cody Lochner second, as you see Siam Rossini getting in the way of some of these lead lap cars. Cody Lochner would eventually take the lead away from Long. Lochner's car proved to be one of the best cars throughout the race. Tyson Lautenschlager would take the lead away from him. Simmons going to follow him to second. But caution number 4 would occur on lap number 27. This one wasn't big, surprisingly. Landon Rohde is just going to get into Cianci O'Brien, who got turned into the wall by Ross Lowry. He's going to get into him, spin down the racetrack into the grass over the Lowell logo. And I don't know if he hit the wall there or not. Didn't look like it, and he would keep on going in that number 88. Lautenschlager led on the restart once again, and already you see 3-4 wide into turn number 1, and he would keep his lead. Patrick Eichholz in the 72 unsponsored car takes the lead away from Tyson Lautenschlager, and Eichholz has been very quiet all year as well. Lautenschlager would regain the lead from Eichholz a few laps later, and he'd take Brad Simmons with him. Brandon Gonzalez in the number 33 is going to get his first laps led in the Amp Energy Racing Series in that Oreo Nissan Skyline, and he would take it in turn number 1. CJ Long would look to the lead from Brandon Gonzalez, but it looks like Tyson Lautenschlager is going to push Gonzalez, and doesn't look like it's going to work, however, and Long would take the lead. Cody Lochner would get back up to the top 3 and regain the lead from CJ Long. Lochner, as I said before, has a great car this weekend. It looks like Tyson Lautenschlager actually gets into the 34 here. They go down on the apron. Close call right there. And then Tyson Lautenschlager would look back to the inside of Cody Lochner and take the lead away from him. Lochner would take the lead away from Lautenschlager. It seems like they're going back and forth. And he actually would not get it as he crossed the line. Tyson Lautenschlager keeps the lead. He would head into the pits for the green flag pit stops. Cody Lochner and Brandon Gonzalez following him. This would be with around 20 to go. Lochner would take the lead away from Lautenschlager. And this is after pit stops. Lautenschlager got out first, and Lochner was following right behind him as they were before. Cody Lochner had to pit. He ran out of fuel, and Tyson Lautenschlager was playing the strategy game, conserving fuel. He'd take the white flag and then come off of turn number 4. Tyson Lautenschlager, after 2 years, will win his first career AMP Energy Racing Series race at Lowell. He'd finish first. Super Speedway King Brad Simmons finishes second. Brandon Gonzalez third. Wendy Fisher moves from 36th to 4th. She finishes there. Sean Glasson 5th. Great run for him. Casey Anderson, great run for him. Second career start. He finishes 6th, 1 lap down. Cody Lochner falls to 7th after that pit stop. CJ Long 8th. Aaron Fisher 9th. And Jerry Richson, Mr. Consistency in the AMP Energy Racing Series, would finish 10th. 6th through 10th were 1 lap down. Here are the top 10 in points now. Herb Cilantro finally gets the lead in the point standings. Christopher Kennedy moves up to 2nd, 16 points behind. Jalen Scranton 3rd. Telez 4th. Richard 5th. Justin Bansma 6th. Jerry Richson 7th. Fisher 8th. Cody Lochner moves all the way up to 9th. Jonathan Ringer sneaks in the 10th. Full points and full results will be at www.ampenergyracing.formanco.com. Be sure to check it out. Next race is at Grand Detour, Illinois. Drivers tackle a short track after going to a super speedway. I'll see you then.